Ladies and gentlemen, I'm Stylosa and welcome to Unit Lost, and we need to get ready for the new Mercy and D.Va. And in this video, this is exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to show you how to adapt your playstyles if you main one of these heroes, or in fact, if you would like to play one of these new heroes. Now, the first thing we're going to look at is D.Va. D.Va has two different weapons now. She has her primary fire, which is fusion cannons, which is a hit scan weapon, and then she's got micro missiles, which are a projectile. And you will notice here that the hit scan weapon, so the primary fire, hits exactly where the crosshairs are, but the missiles have travel time, and this has implications that we will get onto in a second. You can also fire your primary weapon while using boost. You can also use your micro missiles, boost forward and fire your primary weapon for a massive damage combo. And crucially, you only have 2 seconds of defense matrix charge, which is a massive change. It's a massive nerf to D.Va. Now, let's talk about this D.Va. Let's talk about what she's powerful with and how her playstyle has changed, because it's still kind of up for debate at the moment if this D.Va is going to be OP or if this D.Va is going to be, well, not that great at all, because in fact she is the new Roadhog, which means that, or rather the new old Roadhog, where she's just a massive ultimate battery for the enemy team. Now let me explain myself. The thing with that idea is D.Va is a large target. This means it's very easy for hit scan players to pile damage into D.Va, and it means it's very easy for them to charge their ultimate based off just firing at this massive target that's flying around. Now, because she doesn't have as much defense matrix, in fact it's been cut in half, it means she's way more susceptible to damage, and she can't actually stop that much damage going into her anymore, so she's going to be able to, well, allow the enemy to charge their ultimates. The thing with Roadhog is his changed, or the reworked Roadhog actually has a 50% damage reduction when he uses Take a Breather, so that has fixed that issue for Roadhog. However, this could be an issue for D.Va, so do watch out for that. How is she different though, and how could she potentially be OP? Now, when I say OP, I don't mean OP in the sense of, oh my god, she's going to be so powerful, it's going to be crazy and just totally unbelievable. No, what I think is, this D.Va now is a completely different playstyle. It is an assassin. It is a tank which can fly in there and pile so much damage into a target, it's just ludicrous. Now, when you look at the D.Va combo, this is the highest damage D.Va combo you can do. It is fire your micro missiles, because the way micro missiles work now, well, it wasn't an ability before, but the way micro missiles work is when you fire the ability, it channels the rockets. So what I mean by that is it just continues to fire the rockets, so you only have to press the button once. So what you do is you fire the rockets, you fly forward just like I've done there, while firing your primary weapon, and you smash the mech into somebody. That there is a massive amount of damage into a single target, and that's going to be enough to take out most squishy targets. The problem is, micro missiles are very hard to land on the target, because if micro missiles are hitting, generally the fusion cannons are missing, because fusion cannons are hit scan, micro missiles are projectile, which is where the confusion comes in. So what you need to do is almost prioritize stationary targets, or try and prioritize targets which are massive, so like Reinhardt's or other enemy D.Vas, or something which is just not going to be able to move out of the way, like an Orisa could be a good sort of shout for this. It means you're going to be able to pile most of your damage into that target, because if you look at me here trying to fire at that Mercy, I didn't kill that Mercy. I might have killed that Mercy if some more of those rockets hit, but they're so inconsistent at any kind of range that isn't 1 meter away from the mech. So you really have to get into the habit of flying into a target and firing everything into it at point blank range. That is the only way you're going to do maximum damage with the new D.Va. The other thing you've got to remember is the change in playstyle, and it is quite drastic for D.Va. We'll get onto Mercy a little bit later on in this video, because Mercy's playstyle, it's fairly similar, but the hero has changed quite drastically. The thing with D.Va is she's no longer a defense matrix bot. This new defense matrix being half the time, so it's no longer 4 seconds, it's 2 seconds long, means you can't just run around with defense matrix up pretty much all of the time. What a D.Va player before would do is toggle defense matrix on and off. Now what we're going to see are the better D.Va players that know when to use defense matrix to try and catch things like Graviton Surge, Pulse Bomb, which is still going to be very difficult to do. In fact, I don't think you're going to be able to sort of plan to catch those ultimates. It's still going to be a bit of a luck thing. If Soldier uses Tac Visor, you can only really absorb some of that. If Reaper uses his Death Blossom, again, you can only really absorb some of that, whereas before, you could pretty much absorb all of that, which didn't feel great for those heroes, but felt pretty good for the D.Va player. But D.Va's playstyle was that of staying with the team, was that of using Defense Matrix, was that of throwing the D.Va Bomb, kind of when she had to, or maybe to combo it with like a Graviton Surge or something like that. But most of her time is spent with Defense Matrix. D.Va players, or good D.Va players, would use Defense Matrix to protect the backline, so they would play Peel. Now what I mean by that is they would put Defense Matrix on top of their Zen, on top of their Mercies, or anybody who's in their backline on top of their Ana, just to keep them alive. Now, that's not really going to happen. It is still going to happen, kind of, but it's not going to be as effective as it was before. This is a radical change to this hero. You kind of need to change the way you see this hero. It is a tank, but it is also an assassin, and it's a point-blank assassin, and it's got, honestly, a really funky and interesting kit to use, and it's a really fun hero to play. I'm just not sure if it's entirely balanced. And what I mean by balanced is not in the sense that it's OP, not in the sense it's going to be crazy, but in the sense that maybe people won't end up using this new D.Va because she's so easy to attack for other heroes in the game, and it means that a lot of these other heroes are going to be able to get their ultimate charge fast. But all of that is up for debate. The fact is, this new D.Va is really fun to play, and I cannot wait to get this onto the live servers. So let's go and take a look at the new Mercy. Now, you will see throughout this gameplay clip, the new Mercy is pretty much like the old Mercy in kind of the way that she plays most of the time. Now, what you're watching me do here is walk around, do Mercy things, just healing, damage boost, the Junkrat, you know, uh-oh, it looks like people are dying. This is the difference. You notice I just flew in there and I used my Res. Res is now an ability, well, just a standard ability. It's no longer your ultimate. So this is the ultimate, Valkyrie, which you can see me using now. The way Res works is it's on a 30-second cooldown, and you can use it straight away at the start of the game. This is such a powerful ability because in Overwatch, if you suffer the first casualty in a team fight, you have a 70% chance of losing that fight. In fact, it might even be higher than that. It is the worst thing that can happen in the game. We now have a hero that can use an ability and bring that person back from the dead. That is insanely powerful. Also, that knockback there off that D.Va, I don't know what that's about. I think that's a bit of a bug because I tried to replicate that and I couldn't actually manage to replicate that, so I don't know what's going on there. Anyway, Res is a massively powerful ability. If you use Valkyrie though, Valkyrie's got a ton of different effects that it applies to Mercy. So it makes Guardian Angel faster. This means that she can actually fly towards targets really fast, and you will see this in this video clip. Also, it means her beams have got longer range. It also means her beams chain to other targets. So when you fire them onto one target, they spread out onto all targets. This is crazy powerful because it means you can give massive damage boost to the whole team, or you can heal the whole team. It's really, really powerful. But another crucial thing that it does is it resets the cooldown on Resurrection. So what you can do if you're a clever player is you can use your Resurrection, then you can pop Valkyrie, you can fly in and use Resurrection again, and because you have Valkyrie active, Resurrection is no longer on a 30-second cooldown, it's actually on a 10-second cooldown. That is insane. That is like a holy hell kind of moment. That is crazy. That means that within the space of 20 seconds, you can res 3 targets. That is crazy, right? That is super powerful, and you can be really selective with who you're bringing back. It's just crazy. This hero has been... Oh, and also, actually, she regenerates her health super fast as well when she uses Valkyrie. So, you know, Mercy just generally regenerates her health when she doesn't take damage. Well, she just regenerates faster and regenerates even when taking damage when she's got Valkyrie active. And, of course, she can fly, ladies and gentlemen. Although I probably didn't need to mention that because, well, it's quite evident that when I use it, I'm flying around all over the place. It is crazy. I think what we're looking at here is the best support in the game. I can't see situations where this Mercy is bad at all. Like, I think like it's survivable because it can move around. It's got the stupidly powerful Resurrection ability, which is really, really powerful. It can damage boost, it can heal, it can fly, it can regen its own health, it can reduce its own cooldowns. The list goes on. It is such a ridiculous hero, and going back to its survivability, it's got such a small silhouette that it's really hard to kill Mercy anyway, and when she's flying around in the sky, it's even more difficult because she's regenerating her health. It is so powerful. Now, how do playstyles change with this Mercy? Well, like I said at the start of the Mercy section, she still kind of is the same when she doesn't have her res ready. Now, right now, you're seeing me just damage boost Junkrat, go for damage boost Genji while he was Dragon Blading. You know, this is PTR, so it isn't the ideal situation to practice these things and sort of test this stuff out. We will find out on live if any of these things I've said in this video are actually making sense, but I'm fairly sure they will, based off some of the games I've played with. Like, I've got together with groups of people and we've played on the PTR, so I think I've got a fairly decent idea as to what's going on. I mean, obviously this here, spawn camping, is not going to happen on live, I wouldn't imagine. But notice what's going on here. I'm flying around, yeah? Valkyrie lasts for a pretty long time, and this means I can heal, I can damage boost the team, or at least people that are close enough together for the beams to jump onto them, because you can't just activate this and then heal the whole team. The team still has to be relatively close to each other, but there is no limit onto the amount of people the beams can attach to. So that means they can attach to absolutely everybody, which is crazy powerful. So what I'm seeing in my head is Mercy isn't really that different, but where she becomes totally different and this like really dynamic and this really fluid hero, a moment's just like that. I flew in there and resurrected the Genji. That's just my normal ability. If I had Valkyrie available, I could have then popped Valkyrie, flew out or flew to a different target, and then used resurrection on that target. It's just so crazy. Also, I think an underrated like sort of thing that Valkyrie does is the fact that it makes you move much faster using Guardian Angel. Like, you're a missile. You are like a fighter jet. You go bang, 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 straight towards the next target that you're looking at when you've got Valkyrie active. This means you can fly so rapid all over the map. It is ridiculous. Watch, we'll see it now as I've got this active. I think I use it right now. Yeah, did you see me use it just then? Like, I'm going to fly to the back. Look how fast that is. That is really powerful. Alright guys, I hope that in this video I've covered the changes to the reworks for D.Va and Mercy. These should be going live imminently. That's the reason for making this video. If you guys have got any other tips you'd like to add, then do so in the comments below. It's going to be a very exciting time for Mercy specifically, and D.Va, it's going to be interesting trying to work out if D.Va is OP or, well, if she isn't. Guys, I've been Stylosa and this is Unit Lost. If you enjoyed the video, then like the video. You can subscribe to the channel and you can follow me on Twitter, which is @UnitLostGaming. And why don't you join the Discord as well, guys, which is discord.gg/UnitLost, and I will catch you on the next one. Toodaloo.